Hello. Before we begin, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Paul, the author of Hollywood Rehab. To check it out, click the link below at the bottom of the description. It's a twisted, funny, romantic action thriller. Hello. Welcome to Politics on the News. Today, when I was searching the internet for some subject matter, I went to one of my favorite sources. It's not really news per se. I mean, it's news. It's like news light. It is Amazon. No, Amazon. Come on, I'm buying some stuff. No, I was talking about AOL. So I'm looking through AOL because I didn't want to look for some serious news. I just want to see what they got. A lot of times they have their old simple stuff, which makes for good commentary. So today I was looking and I found some stuff on Trump, but I'm bored of Trump. But then I saw something that caught my attention. Something that I have interest in, but don't really get to talk about very much. About aliens. Okay, so, is that an alien over my shoulder? Maybe. So, it was about the hacker group Anonymous. Now, Anonymous, they are pretty good about putting out good information. Because it's like they're hacking stuff. Supposedly, they hacked NASA. And they broke in and pulled out some files. And turns out that NASA supposedly is about to disclose the truth about aliens. So what will come of it? I'm so curious. They discussed, they put a lot of names out of like who they actually found the information from. They put some names out there, and I didn't write them down. I didn't take any notes. This is a casual conversation. But they seemed like they had a lot of good evidence. They didn't really say what they were disclosed, but that was kind of the big question. What are they going to disclose? You know, there's I admit I like to look at all these conspiracy theories, and also like the stuff about Roswell, but for the one person in the whole world that doesn't know anything about Roswell, an alien crashed in Roswell, New Mexico, and they recovered the spaceship and some bodies. Even one body was supposed to be alive for a little while before it died. So, they use a technology, they grabbed all the stuff, it's all top secret supposedly, and they use the technology to produce stuff that we use nowadays that we take for granted. Because, when you think about it, the technology boom from like, say, the 30s and 40s until now is this humongous. It's like we went from horse and buggy to some crappy little planes in World War I, World War II. We got at the very end, the Nazis had like jet planes and stuff. So, and then they had the nuclear warheads. They didn't have none of that just a few years ago. And all of a sudden, they got this big technology boost. So maybe some of that stuff came from the alien ship. And then also, so afterwards, and you have the internet, you have microchips, you had Kevlar. Supposedly Kevlar was one of the things that they was able to like reverse engineer from the alien technology and some other stuff. So supposedly they already know. So what are they going to disclose? Are they disclose like the fact that they actually maybe have a relationship with another species from another planet? Hey, maybe they somehow learn to speak English. Where we learned to speak alien, and then they were communicating, and supposedly even one of those presidents, I want to say Truman, I'm not really sure which one, actually had a meeting with an alien race. Now, this is all conspiracy theory stuff. I don't know if it happened or not. And then, so they made some kind of understanding, and there's even like bases that are like underground that are a secret, and we're like letting them stay here, supposedly. So, are they going to disclose any of that stuff? I doubt it. Does it mean it didn't happen, or all that stuff is not true? No, but they're going to disclose a little bit of stuff maybe. They'll probably say, we found microbes on Mars, or there was a meteor that flew by and there was some microbes on there. So it's going to be something simple. Maybe they said, oh, well, one of these planets that we were looking at, they're finding like hundreds and hundreds of planets, new planets like every month or something that are supposedly in the inhabitable zone. So that's pretty exciting stuff. And then there's also talk about interdimensional aliens or different beings from another dimension? What is that dimension? Can we even understand the dimension? You know, we think we're so smart. I mean, I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm a pretty smart guy. But as a whole, we think we can figure everything out. But there's stuff going on that we don't even have no idea how things work. Take an ant or a bug or something or a bird. They seem dumb. So, and then we think even though we're on the same planet and we can drive cars and build buildings, that we're so smart that we can figure everything out. Well, I personally think we don't have the capacity to figure out all the different levels of stuff going on in this world. You know, I was driving through, where was I driving through? Upstate New York and Pennsylvania, North Carolina and Virginia. And if you know these areas, you know it's like nonstop forest from one end to the other, nonstop. And I think of like a bug on a tree. A bug on a tree might notice surrounding trees. They have no idea what's outside the forest, you know, or on the other side, or even like a couple trees down. They have no idea. It's like different universes it's so vast. The information we probably know is such a small drop in the bucket of what's out there in the universe. Of course, we're arrogant. We think we know everything, but we just know a drop. Believe me, because I know everything. So, what are they going to disclose? They're going to disclose something simple. They're not going to disclose the fact that there might be an alien base on the other side of the moon. That some people say that we have a base over there, and we have some partners in the galactic community, and there's some kind of treaties and stuff where if your planet can get out of your own solar system, then you actually get invited into the some kind of community outside, not a universe community, so maybe a solar system community or a galaxy community of different alien life that because we're like still so primitive because we can't even get out of our own solar system, that they're like looking at us like we're knuckleheads. So supposedly some beings are helping us out. They're probably supposed to help us out, and some are not. And they're like, "Hey, you're crazy bastards. You can't do that." Anyhow, I'm kind of babbling now. I'm not making any sense. But the fact is, between you and me, aliens are out there somewhere. Do they come to Earth? Different story. But then again, I did have 2 encounters myself. 2 encounters with orbs. Now, orbs are the most common thing that people see in the sky. And I had 2 encounters where I saw an orb. I saw 2 different orbs at 2 different times when I lived in Los Angeles. One, I was looking out the window, I looked overhead, and there was what looked like a silver ball, like a balloon or something. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm really not thinking nothing of it. Thinking, I was looking at it, but I wasn't really like, what is that? I was just kind of spacing out or something. But then it hit me, what is that thing anyways? So I'm thinking maybe it's a balloon. But then the clouds are just passing right up. And it's kind of breezy. It wasn't like super windy or anything. But it was enough wind where I could definitely see clouds are just passing right up. And this orb is sitting there in one spot. And it was sitting there, I'm not going to lie, it was like 5 minutes in one spot. And it was so long that I actually got bored looking at it. I'm like, is it going to do something or not? Just do something. So just sitting there over my head forever. I was looking at my camera, my binoculars. It was just sitting there. So it was exactly what you see on TV a lot. And it was pretty unexciting, I'll be honest with you. The second time I saw an orb, I was watching an airplane flying out of LAX. And then right on its tail was an orb, just following it. Same trajectory. So that was more interesting. So my impression on the orbs, though, I'll be honest with you, my sense, it was not exciting. I didn't get like a gut feeling. My gut feeling was it was something of earthly origin. Something we don't understand that's from here. Maybe some kind of energy, maybe a spirit, maybe some kind of weird animal or something. I don't know. Some kind of energy form. It seemed like to me like a living energy form. It seemed like it had a conscious. It was kind of like alive, but it didn't seem like it had the same kind of mass of, like, say, like a plane or a car or a person. It seemed more like an energy form. Well, that's all I'm talking about right now. because there's people coming home. But thanks for watching Politics on the News.